Karen blocked my ranch road with a fence too bad it was 100% illegal and removed fast. The sun scorched the Wyoming plains, baking the dirt road that wound through my ranch. For 20 years, this path had been my lifeline, connecting my cattle to the market and my family to our legacy. But that morning I found it blocked. A flimsy wooden fence, slapped together overnight, stood like a slap in the face. Behind it, Karen Whitaker, my new neighbor, glared at me with a smirk that could sour milk. "This is my land now," she declared, waving a crumpled survey map. My blood boiled, but I kept my voice low. "Karen, this road's been here since my granddad. You can't just fence it off." Karen had moved in 3 months ago, fleeing some city drama with her designer boots and a chip on her shoulder. She'd been a nuisance complaining about my cow's noise, my dog's roaming, even the dust my truck kicked up. But this was war. I called the county surveyor, who confirmed what I knew. The road was a public easement, legally untouchable. Karen's fence was as unlawful as her attitude. I told her to take it down. She laughed, daring me to try. "You'll regret this, Tom," she spat, storming back to her overpriced cabin. By noon, I had a deputy and a crew at the fence. Karen reappeared, now with a phone filming, screaming about her rights. "You're trespassing. This is my property," she shrieked, her voice cracking like dry timber. Deputy Ramirez, a quiet man with tired eyes, tried to calm her. "Ma'am, the easement's clear. This fence has to go." Karen's face twisted, and she jabbed a finger at me. "He's bullying me. You're all in on it." The crew hesitated, tools in hand, as her accusations hung heavy in the air. I felt the weight of every eye on my neighbors, workers, even Ramirez. Was I the bully here? Then came the twist. Old Mrs. Hargrove, the town's unofficial historian, shuffled up in her faded sundress, clutching a yellowed deed. "Hold on now," she croaked, her voice cutting through the chaos. She'd overheard the commotion from her porch a mile away and dug through her attic. The deed, dated 1892, showed the road wasn't just an easement, it was deeded to my family outright. Karen's survey? A fraud, drawn up by some shady developer who'd conned her. The crowd gasped. Karen's phone slipped from her hand, her bravado crumbling like the fence under the crew's hammers. I should have felt triumphant as the wood splintered and fell, but something gnawed at me. Karen stood alone, her face pale, staring at the wreckage. She wasn't just a caricature of entitlement, she was a woman who'd been lied to, swindled. Her savings likely poured into a dream now collapsing. Ramirez gently escorted her back to her cabin. Her shoulders slumped. The crew cheered, but I couldn't join in. Mrs. Hargrove patted my arm. "You did right, Tom, but she's hurting. Remember that." That night, I sat on my porch, the road open again, stars blanketing the sky. I'd won, but the victory tasted bitter. Karen wasn't innocent, she'd acted out of spite, ignored reason, and tried to strong-arm her way. Yet she was also a victim, misled by greedier hands. I wondered if I'd pushed too hard, too fast. Could I have talked her down before the fence went up? The next day, I heard she'd left town, her cabin up for sale. No one saw her go. The road's open now, my cattle move freely, but the memory of that day lingers. I keep Mrs. Hargrove's deed framed in my office, a reminder of justice and its cost. Karen's fence was illegal, torn down in hours, but the divided exposed? That's harder to mend. Trust, community, land, these things fray when pride and pain collide. I don't hate Karen, pity her, and maybe, just maybe, I see a flicker of her stubbornness in myself. What do you think? Who was right? Who was wrong? And where does justice lie when everyone's fighting for their version of home?